Good morning, it is Sunday the 7th of June 2020. I am Barry J. Hutchison, Barry Hutchison, JD Kirk, whatever you want to call me, and this is the 7th episode of Notes from a Scottish Author. Yesterday I said I may be able to talk about some exciting news. Unfortunately I can't quite yet, but hopefully we'll be able to do so soon. So back to the original plan of talking about health and fitness. I'm on a 100-day fitness quest to try and get in shape. I will talk about that back in my office. I'm out walking the dog at the moment. She's on the lead today. We just walked from the house up to a place called Happy Valley, which is just outside Fort William. About kind of 2 miles just outside, just north of Fort William. Last year the dog broke her leg in a really horrendous accident, and she's recovered now. The leg was rebuilt with robotic parts. She's by and large recovered, but the last week we've been doing some very long walks. She's been off the lead, she's been running about, and she's kind of limping a little bit, not much, but a little bit. So I've decided to keep her on the lead today and try and keep her more sedate and calm and give her a chance to rest. So I'll be talking about my health and fitness quest, but I will do that back in the office, so I will see you there in a minute. Bye for now. Here I am back in the office. The dog is safely back at home. My office is actually very close to my house. It's about a minute's walk away from where I live. If there was a gate in my back fence, it would be about 10 seconds walk away from where I live, which is really handy. Right next door is JJ's Cafe. And if you've read any of the DCI Logan books, you'll know they do a cracking bacon roll through there. So that's through the wall there. But as I said, I'm going to talk about health and fitness today. I'm on this 100-day fitness quest, fitness journey, whatever you want to call it, because I've put on a lot of weight recently. I'm actually really good at losing weight. I've lost significant amounts of weight about 6 or 7 times over my life, over my adult life, and that's because when I commit to doing it, then I do it. I know by the end of this 100 days I will have lost a significant amount of weight. I have no doubt about that whatsoever. Already this week I've been doing an average of about 16,000 steps a day. I've cut out all chocolate and crisps and cakes and biscuits and all that stuff, and I have moved a notch on my belt in that week. So I'm very confident that over that 100 days I will lose a lot of weight and be healthier as a result. The problem for me is always after I finish these sort of challenges. Like if you look back on some of the other videos on this channel, I did the Couch to 5k running thing and lost a lot of weight then, which was great. I hated every minute of it. I don't like running. I'm 6'4" and quite heavily built anyway, so I'm not really built for running. But I completed it. I've done Couch to 5k twice now, completed it both times, and then immediately stopped running because I don't enjoy it. And then I would put on weight and I would go back to eating biscuits and cakes. The problem being, or one of the problems being, that writing is a real sedentary sort of career. So if I'm sitting somewhere, that's why this office is quite good. I used to work from home and I'd be sitting in my office at home struggling to think of something, and I would wander to the kitchen and eat an entire packet of biscuits absent-mindedly, not really noticing what I was doing, not particularly enjoying them or being aware that I was eating them, but I would just autopilot my way through packs of biscuits. So on a challenge like this, I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm concentrating, and I as a result, I don't eat a load of old shite from the kitchen cupboards. So the problem for me is when I reach the end. So that's what I'm going to have to address when I'm nearing the end of this challenge, is how to maintain my weight loss and healthier lifestyle, and not slip back into just sitting eating cakes all day. When I lost weight last time, a big part of that was through the support of the Team Space Team Facebook group. They're a group of readers of my Space Team books. Great bunch of people, probably very troubled in many ways, an odd bunch, but fantastic. And they were really supportive. And as a result of that, there was lots of them I discovered when I was talking about my weight loss and getting healthier. A lot of them I discovered were keen to do the same. So I set up a medal challenge. In fact, I may have one of the medals over here. Yes, I have some spare medals. I set up a medal challenge, and you set your own goal, and if you completed your goal, you would keep track of it. So everyone had to be accountable for what they were doing. If they completed it, then they got this Team Space Team Tour de Fonk Challenge medal. About 100 people took part. They got this and a signed certificate. About 100 people took part and collectively lost a lot of weight and got a bit healthier. And I'm kind of keen. I'm tempted to do that again. Do something similar. So healthy eating. I've been trying to eat more veg. I'm not a fan of green vegetables. That's the problem. I'm such a child when it comes to salad vegetables. I like all other vegetables apart from anything green. Can't stand it. Just really makes me gag thinking about it. So that's problematic. But all other fruit and veg, fine. Just keep the green stuff out of my way. So trying to eat healthier, trying to eat more vegetables. I've cut right down on meat. Eating some fish, though. I like fish, I like seafood, so that's generally quite healthy. So doing lots of that, lots and lots of walking. I tried starting the Couch to 5K thing again a couple of weeks ago, and I thought I got really cocky, and I thought I'll just jump straight into like week 2, and I started running without really warming up or doing any stretching or anything. And about 2 seconds into it, I got this, no, a bit longer than that, about 2 minutes into it, I got this pain in the back of my leg, kind of from the calf up into the back of the knee socket, whatever it's called, the knee bit. And that was really, really painful. And I thought, I'll walk for a bit, walk it off and start running again. So the pain died away, walked on, and then I thought, I'll try running now. And I literally took one step and had this searing pain up the back of my leg that kind of stuck around for days. And then when I attempt to run now, it immediately comes back. So I've done some sort of damage there. So I'm walking a lot, which is fine, walking up a lot of hills. And I've blown up the tyres on my bike, and I'm going to do some cycling as well. In fact, I'm going to do that this afternoon. That's what I'm heading after this. And hopefully doing all that stuff, I will start to see some results. I say I'm already seeing results in that my belt, which was on the first loop, is now in the second, or the first hole is now in the second one. So that's certainly an improvement. But my starting point was 17 stone 6 pounds, which is about 110 kilos, I'm told. 244 pounds or something, which is heavy, which is a lot. I'm 0.1. I don't know 0.1 what, I'm 0.1 into obesity. I'm not just overweight, I'm technically obese. So I was then, hopefully I've now lost that 0.1 and I'm just vastly overweight, which will be nice. So yeah, doing lots of exercise, because that's all it is, isn't it? It's just don't eat cakes, exercise more. And I think being honest with yourself, because tracking calories has always been really effective for me. Because the MyFitnessPal app, I can scan the calories, scan a barcode or add in ingredients or whatever, and I know exactly what I've consumed. And I think that the reason that works for me is that I'm naturally such a lazy person that I cannot be arsed entering all the ingredients in things, so I just don't bother eating it. And that's always been quite helpful. So that's a little tip for you, MyFitnessPal app. If you're interested in losing weight, try that. If you're interested in improving at anything, then please let me know in the comments. Do this. Set a goal of 100 days or 50 days, whatever it may be, and just dedicate yourself to doing a bit every day. I'm reading more than I was, and I'm reading more, listening to more kind of podcasts, and just trying to kind of learn a bit more and prioritise my time on things, and generally be a bit more of a rounded person. So yeah, that's my plan for the next 100 days. Well, the next 94 days now. No, 93 days. This is day 7. So yeah, 93 days. I think it's the 9th of September that I am due to finish. So plenty more of these videos to look forward to, if you can call it that. I will also hopefully be able to tell you what my big news was some point next week. I can't tell you it yet. Discussions are still underway, but hopefully at some point in the not too distant future I will be able to reveal my big news, if it doesn't all collapse, which it might yet do. But that's it for today's video. Come back tomorrow. I'm going to talk about probably why I decided to pursue independent publishing. I set up my own publishing company for my Space Team books and my J.D. Kirk books, rather than go through traditional publishers, which I did for all my children's books. So I'll talk about that tomorrow. If you think that's of interest, tune in, and I will see you then. Bye for now.